What's up, folks? Y'all get into God's Word with me. Hebrews chapter 5, starting with verse 11. Considering him, we have much to say, and it is hard to explain since you have become dull of hearing. Now, in today's time, we would probably say, well, you may hurt somebody's feelings saying that they're dull of hearing. If they're dull of hearing, they're dull of hearing. Verse 12, for though by this time you ought to be teachers, you have need again for someone to teach you the elementary principles of the oracles of God, and you have come to need milk and not solid food. For everyone who partakes only of milk is not accustomed to the word of righteousness, for he is an infant. Some of you church folks have been going to church for a long time, and you're not making disciples, you're not leading. You are just coming and getting fed like a baby, an infant. An infant doesn't do anything for others. They have to be completely taken care of. They're completely reliant on people around them to take care of them. That's what this passage is telling these people, that you are still having to be taken care of, and you're not taking care of anybody else. Verse 14, but solid food is for the mature, who because of practice have their senses trained to discern good and evil. Let me read verse 14 again. But solid food is for the mature, who because of practice have their senses trained to discern good and evil. Folks, I'm telling you, this world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. You see it all around you. You see it on the news. You see it on TV shows, on commercials. You see it in your local communities, that things that are evil and bad, people are saying is okay. And things that are good and righteous, people are saying is bad. And the Bible is telling us right here that if you don't practice being in God's Word and training yourself to know what this Word says right from wrong, that you will be deceived. You will be deceived in these days to think that what is wrong is right and right is wrong. And the reason is because you yourself are not training yourself in God's Word. Okay? There's a lot of church folks out there. There's a lot of older people. When I say older, I don't mean elderly. I just mean people that's grown up in the church, and you're still going to church, but you're not leading. You're not doing anything. And I'm not talking about setting up tables and chairs. I'm talking about leading people in God's Word, to making disciples, teaching God's Word in some shape, form, or fashion. It's saying that you're still infants and you're still needing to be fed milk. You still cannot rely on your own ability to learn God's Word. You're having to be taught. Now, yes, we still need to go to church, and we still need to be taught from a pastor. We need some kind of leaders over us that can help guide us through learning and working through God's Word. We need people in our life that can correct us when we think we're doing right, but we're not. But there's a lot of you that are being deceived as a Christian because you don't know God's Word for yourself. You need to practice it so that you can sense and be trained to discern good from evil, guys. We're in some crazy times right now. Be in God's Word. Make sure you can discern right from wrong, evil from good, and stand up for what is right. Love you guys.